Pekalongan, widely known as the World Batik Center, is a city rich in culture, history, and creativity. Every year, thousands of tourists visit to witness the beauty of its iconic batik design. This city is not only about cultural heritage, but also about the spirit of its people who are full of innovation and resilience. But suddenly, behind the crime list are serious issues that threatens the city's sustainability was in 2025, Pekalongan was crisis is no longer a minor issue that can be ignored. It's not just a matter of aesthetic or foul smell. Waste has become a ticking time bomb in the heart of the city. If not addressed seriously, it could exploit into an even greater environmental disaster. Unmanaged garbage has clogged water channel. During the rain season, flooding and waterlogging have become a common sight. Worse, piles of waste have become breeding ground for mosquitoes, flies, and rats carriers of dangerous diseases. According to the Environmental Agency of Pekalongan City, waste generation currently reaches around 200 tons per day. Unfortunately, the city waste management system cannot keep up with this amount. The city only landfill TPA de Gayo can only accommodate 120 to 130 tons of waste per day. And now it have reached its maximum capacity and has even been temporarily closed because it can no longer handle the overload. The closure of TPA de Gayo has had serious consequences. With no adequate disposal site, garbage is now piled up in various areas across the cities. Along Jenderal Sudirman Street, for example, trucks line the sidewalk, emitting foul odors and disturb public activity. The same situation occurred at the entrance to Sapuro, which has seen a rise in uncollected waste over the past 2 days. Similar conditions are also visible along Urip Sumoharjo Street and around Buaran Market. These locations have now become symbol of the city's waste management crisis. Another alarming consequence is the risk of flooding. Areas like Tirto, Pasir Sari, and Pabean suffer from annual floods. One of the main causes is plastic waste clogging draining system. Rivers, the one flowed freely, are now filled with trash. This crisis have widespread impact. It pulls the environment, disrupts daily life, and increases the risk of disease transmission, especially from rotting organic waste and latex, which contaminates the soil and groundwater. The Pekalongan City government is not standing still. Several efforts have been made to address this issue. First, they increased the number of garbage trucks. 19 trucks have been deployed to manage wars during the transitional phase following the closure of TPA Degayu. Second, they launched was a separation education program in school to build environmental awareness from an early age. 3. The government's promotion was being and involving local communities so that people can take part in managing their waste independently. However, these efforts are not yet optimal. Many citizens are still unaware of how important their role is. The public awareness of sorting waste and reducing single-use plastic remain very low. We all can play a role in solving this crisis. It starts with the small action. Separated waste as home. Organic waste like food scrap can be composted. Reduce single-use plastic. Bring your own rescue bag when shopping. Support eco-friendly innovation. Support tools like composters or integrated waste processing facilities. Educate children from an early age. Encourage them to sort waste. Create crates from recyclable and keep drinks sound clean. We can no longer rely solely on the government. Waste is everyone's responsibility. If we all act together, Pekalongan can be a model batik city that is not only beautiful but also clean and healthy. Let's not wait until this crisis becomes a disaster starts with ourselves in our own homes through daily habits. Pekalongan is your home. This city deserves to be cared for and preserved because the future of Pekalongan is your hands. Clean Pekalongan, healthy Pekalongan, and great Pekalongan.